From Creamer Media in Johannesburg, this is the Real Economy Report. The South African division of the French group Alstom recently signed an agreement with the South African Nuclear Energy Corporation to invest 8 million rand into the Nuclear Skills Development Centre. Keith Campbell was there.
Alstom is one of the world's major multinationals, operating in the power generation, power transmission and rail infrastructure sectors. Alstom South Africa Country Human Resources Director Duke Mgaga explains why his company has made this investment.
I think the critical skills is a challenge across industries. We as the engineering industry were also faced by the same challenge. What we are doing here at NESCA is really to build that capacity for technical skills. We've forged a robust partnership with NEXA to support this capacity building program. So the technical skills cuts across from engineering, artisans. There are different forms of artisans, from welding, electricians and so on. So it is a vital milestone, not just for Alstom, but for the country as a whole. We've made a reasonable investment towards this, which is about 8 million rands, which will support this capacity building of engineering and technical skills, not just for Alstom, but for all other partners within the engineering industry.
The manager of NEXA's Nuclear Skills Development Centre, Pete Fourie, explains what Alstom's investment is going to be used for.
Just as a bit of background, some time back in 2008, Alstom went around the country to all the training facilities to see who they wanted as their preferred training providers. Initially they then decided on NEXA, and our relation started in 2009. The aim was to train all their apprentices and artisans. They have a contract with Eskom, and Eskom requires of them to train a certain amount of technical people for the projects like Medupi and Kusile, but also for the country as a whole. Now, in terms of the funding, the investment that took place, during this period of time when we started to do their training, they came to the party with the request to say, we are your clients, but as part of our appreciation for what you do here at the facility, what do you need, what we can put into training as part of our contribution towards investment of development, technical development now in South Africa. We identified the decentralized trade test center, which we then decided to do. The other important aspect was welding. And we know quite well that in South Africa, especially coded welding, is becoming a big problem in terms of South Africans who do not have that qualification. At the moment, for all the bigger projects in South Africa, we make use of people from abroad, especially from Taiwan and from that region. And a decision was taken by the government and by Eskom to start with the training of coded welders here in South Africa as well. There are other facilities like the South African Institute of Welding who also, of course, are qualified to do it. So we then embarked on this road, and we started to set up our facility now. And the investment that we got from Alstom today, both for the decentralized trade test facility and for the coded welding facility, is to equip the centers with all the necessary up to standard equipment so that we can train coded welders for the industry as such.
Financial firm Alexander Forbes officially opened its new headquarters in Sandton in October. Megan Waite has the story.
With green building becoming a significant player in the new built industry, Alexander Forbes has implemented significant measures at its new building on the corner of West and Catherine Street, which saw it achieve a 4-star rating. CEO Edward Kiswetter tells us more.
I think there's a couple of aspects that makes it significant. The first is in the design. We try to capture a number of important principles. On the one hand, a building that would integrate on a friendly way into the environment, hence the aspiration to have a green building. What makes it a green building? It's the use of, for example, natural light and natural ventilation to make the building more energy efficient. The design makes use of, on the end of the building you will see, for example, scallops, these fin-shaped designs, and that makes use of the natural movement of the sun and the design to ensure for natural shading in the afternoon, and therefore it reduces the need to cool down the building through air conditioning. The use of lighting, you'll see many skylights and lots of glass, means that no matter where you are in the building, there will always be maximum utilization of natural light. And overall, the energy efficiency of a building such as this will be at about 50% of a conventional building. You'll see the use of recycling and reducing by using water recycling, by using waste separation to enhance the waste management system. So in terms of the architectural design, the layout, we have encaptured all of the environmentally friendly principles to reduce the overall impact on the environment, and through that also make it a high-performing and impactful building.
Other news making headlines this week: Vodacom's new CEO sees data as a key growth focus, and Bombardier's Prasa bid promises full localization from day one. Telecommunications group Vodacom says it aims to accelerate its mobile data segment as voice revenue growth remains static. The group is targeting a group data customer base of 25 million.
We also need to give our customers an unmatched customer experience in all our touchpoints. Data is key to our growth strategy, and we are set on accelerating adoption of data services in all our markets to achieve our goal of 25 million active users.
International rail equipment manufacturer Bombardier Transportation reports that its tender to supply metro coaches to state-owned Prasa embraces full localization from day one.
This is a unique opportunity for the country to go for this localization, which will enable the regeneration of the industry. It will enable the development of jobs. It will enable the settlement of strong engineering capability and manufacturing capability. It will enable the positioning of a long-term service team, and it will enable South Africa to position themselves in a key player for the African market as well.
That's Creamer Media's Real Economy Report. Join us again next week for more news and insights into South Africa's real economy.